They say England is a land soaked in ghost stories. Every crumbling castle, every ancient inn, every churchyard under the moon seems to carry whispers of those who came before. But one village in Kent, tucked quietly into the folds of the countryside, holds a darker reputation than most. Its name is Pluckley, and it is known, even by skeptics, as the most haunted village in England. Welcome to Bedtime Myths and Mysteries. Tonight we journey into the winding lanes, shadowed woods, and centuries-old tales that have turned this quiet village into a place of enduring mystery. If you enjoy stories like this, be sure to subscribe and join us as we continue unraveling the forgotten corners of myth and legend. A picture-perfect village with a dark reputation. At first glance, Pluckley seems ordinary, almost idyllic. Nestled in the Ashford district of Kent, it boasts timber-framed cottages, thatched roofs, and gardens filled with roses and ivy. The streets are narrow, often flanked by ancient hedgerows, and the parish church of St. Nicholas stands proudly at the heart of the community, its roots stretching back to the 13th century. Yet beneath this quaint exterior lies something stranger. The Guinness Book of Records, back in 1989, officially named Pluckley the most haunted village in Britain. According to local law, there are at least 12 distinct spirits that walk its lanes and fields, though some say the number is closer to 16. For generations, villagers have passed down stories of ghostly figures, disembodied screams, phantom carriages, and spectral animals. Outsiders who scoff at such tales often change their minds after a visit. Even today, television crews and paranormal investigators are drawn here, hoping to glimpse one of Pluckley's infamous apparitions. The Screaming Woods. Perhaps the most chilling legend is tied not to the village itself, but to the nearby forest, known as Daring Woods, or more evocatively, the Screaming Woods. By day, the woods are pleasant enough, tall trees filtering sunlight, birds singing overhead. But locals say that at night, the atmosphere shifts. Travelers report hearing eerie screams carried on the wind, cries that seem both distant and impossibly close. Some say the sounds belong to those who lost their way and died in the forest centuries ago. Others claim they are the echoes of soldiers from long-forgotten battles, their agony lingering in the air. Even more unsettling are stories of ghostly figures glimpsed between the trees, shadows that seem to follow visitors, footsteps crunching on leaves when no one is there. The woods have long been avoided after dark, for fear of what one might encounter or hear. The Lady in Red. Closer to the village lies one of its most famous spirits, the Red Lady. Her story is steeped in tragedy. According to local law, she was a noblewoman who lost her child at birth. Stricken with grief, she was buried in the churchyard of St. Nicholas. But her spirit could not rest. Villagers tell of seeing a tall, elegant woman wandering among the graves, her form glowing faintly in crimson light. She is said to carry a small dog, her eternal companion in death, and to search endlessly for her lost infant. Witnesses describe her as both beautiful and sorrowful, her presence tinged with unbearable sadness. What makes her legend even more unsettling is that the Red Lady is not alone. Some claim another figure, the White Lady, said to be her sister, is also seen in the churchyard, forever bound to her in mourning. The Phantom Highwayman. Pluckley also has its share of darker, more violent tales. Along a crossroads once known for robberies and ambushes, the ghost of a highwayman is said to appear. His death was brutal, caught and pinned to a tree with a sword, left to bleed out on the roadside. Even today, travelers report a fleeting figure near the site. A cloaked man on horseback, his presence often felt rather than seen, vanishing as quickly as he appears. Motorists on the nearby A20 have claimed to spot a shadowy rider in their headlights, only for him to dissolve into the night. The Watercress Woman. Of all Pluckley's spirits, few are as peculiar as the Watercress Woman. She was once an elderly villager, who made her living selling watercress by the stream. One evening, she is said to have lit her pipe while sitting on her straw bundle. A spark caught, and the fire consumed her before anyone could save her. Her ghost, witnesses say, still lingers by the Pinnock stream. A bent figure, cloaked and smoking, sometimes with the faint scent of burning straw carried on the wind. Drivers crossing the nearby bridge often describe seeing her form for just a moment before it fades. Other spirits of Pluckley. The roll call of Pluckley's phantoms is long. The schoolmaster, who hanged himself in despair, still seen near the old schoolhouse. The colonel, a military man who took his own life, haunting daring woods. The phantom coach and horses said to thunder through the village lanes at night, its wheels rattling though no tracks remain. Even a spectral dog, black and looming, has been reported, following travelers with glowing eyes. Each tale is rooted in fragments of history and local tradition. Whether exaggerated by time or born of genuine encounters, they create a tapestry of folklore unlike any other village in England. Why so many ghosts? The question remains, why Pluckley? Why this one village, above all others, should claim so many restless spirits? Some suggest it is the land itself, that the soil, steeped in centuries of human life and death, carries a strange energy. Others believe the village's isolation has preserved its stories more vividly, each retelling adding weight to the myth. Skeptics argue that the tales are nothing more than folklore, magnified by attention and curiosity. Yet those who have visited often leave with uneasy feelings. Paranormal investigators have reported sudden drops in temperature, equipment malfunctioning, and unexplained sounds. Even hardened skeptics admit that Pluckley carries an atmosphere difficult to dismiss. A village of shadows. Today, Pluckley remains a place where the ordinary and the uncanny walk hand in hand. Tourists come seeking ghost walks, and local pubs offer stories by firelight. Yet for those who live there, the ghosts are part of the fabric of daily life. To stand in Pluckley at night is to feel history pressing close. The rustle of hedgerows may conceal a phantom coach. The quiet lanes may hide the shade of a long-dead highwayman. And the churchyard, bathed in moonlight, may hold the sorrowful figure of the Red Lady, searching still for what she lost. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there is something undeniably haunting about this village, a place where myth and memory blur, and where the past refuses to stay buried. So if you ever find yourself in Kent, and you see the sign pointing toward Pluckley, take a moment before you follow it. Ask yourself if you're ready to walk through England's most haunted village, where every corner may hold a ghost. This has been Bedtime Myths and Mysteries. If you've enjoyed tonight's tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and return again for more journeys into the hidden and the haunted. Good night, and beware the shadows of Pluckley.